Hi guys, welcome to Sisters in the City with me, Anna Vakili.
And me, Mandi Vakili. How is everybody?
How is everyone? How are you, Mandi?
I'm okay. You know what? I'm going through like nothing, not even a millionth of what you're going through. Obviously, like I'm not going through a breakup. I'm not changing my whole life. I'm not going to Dubai. But in my own little way, I'm losing my sister. She's leaving me. Like watching you go through what you've gone through has like had a really bad effect on me. So I have been generally quite down.
Yeah.
Like I try and like be positive and try and be happy. I'm actually really, really trying recently to be a bit more positive person. I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah.
Even when I came and picked you up this morning for the podcast, I'm trying to just be more positive. Like,
well, when this episode comes out, I'm going to be in Dubai.
I know.
How weird. When this episode
gonna be
comes out,
gone.
I'm going to be down.
I just think like life is so short.
So short.
And we worry and we obsess and we stress about things that just like this. You're gonna go like that. You're gonna look back and you're gonna think, what the fuck was I doing?
Yeah.
Why was I going through that?
Literally. And to be honest, every setback, every trauma, everything that's bad that happens to you only ever makes you stronger.
Yeah, it makes you more resilient.
Yeah,
and braver.
Yeah.
So I think when you're younger, you have this vision for your life, right?
Yeah.
And it's just so smooth sailing in your mind. Like, I'm going to meet this person, I'm going to fall in love, and then we're going to be together, we're going to have fun, we're going to get married, and we're going to travel the world, we're going to have kids. And life is just such an unpredictable experience. Like, you really don't know the curveballs that are going to be thrown your way. Like, you could meet the love of your life, and then they could have like certain traits or characteristics or personality, like traits that you just can't be compatible with and you can't deal with.
Love and compatibility are two different things. Like, I've learned more and more over the last few weeks how much that like you can love someone, but they're just not the one for you. They're not your person, but you can love them.
Yeah.
And like, there's a whole different type of strength walking away from someone that you love.
Yeah,
like
another level.
Like, it's really, really crazy. Just because you know that that's not going to bring you a peaceful life.
Yeah. It's really weird because like you meet someone and you're like, this person's just perfect. If only just these things, if only just that. But you know, they've got so much potential and you force it, and like life is way too short to be doing this sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? To be putting yourself under so much stress, trying to force it to work with someone or worry about if you're going to meet someone. It's just, I feel like you need to take things a bit more easier.
And just keep remembering that what's meant for you will not pass you by.
Yeah.
And I believe that. Like, if it's meant for you, I know it's such a cliche saying, but it's just so true. If it's meant for you, it won't pass you by.
And if it's not meant for you, you could literally move mountains and, you know, fight to your last breath and it won't work.
Exactly.
So I'm just trying to take things a bit more easier.
Yeah.
And just not overthink, just be a bit more positive.
Yeah, that's good.
There's so much to be grateful for.
There really is.
I've been upset about you going but we went out, me and Anna went out for dinner Saturday night.
It was really funny.
Fun. We actually had such a good night.
Yeah.
I feel like towards the end you were getting like a bit emotional, like especially when we bumped into a friend that we've known for years. Like, he came over and was like speaking to you and just trying to like make you feel better. At first he was like bantering with you and then he was trying to make you feel better. And then I just feel like you were getting really, really emotional.
I feel like it's so weird because now it's been twice that we've been out and it's been me and you. And I feel like, obviously, when this episode comes out, it's going to be in a few weeks. I'll be in Dubai. I'll probably be in a completely different mental state to how I feel right now. But I think what I feel right now is very much different waves of emotions coming up and down. And like, it's really, really a lot. Like, sometimes
I can tell.
Yeah. Like, 1 minute I feel like,
on top of the world,
excited, like, you know, it's the best thing that's happened to me, it's for the best, like blessing in disguise. And then they'll have a moment where, you know, obviously when you've spent so long with someone every day for 2 years, you really, really miss them.
And you feel
like,
lost.
You feel lost and you like, they were your protector, like, in a sense. And like, you just almost feel like confused and it's just confusion and like all this kind of like different types of emotions, and then you panic. I just feel like as well, like sometimes when you go out, it does help, but like you have to go out with with the mindset of like, I'm going to have a good time. You can't go out with the mindset of like, I'm trying to suppress an emotion.
Yeah, so I've got mixed emotions about like drinking when I'm like anxious or sad or depressed. Sometimes it can make me feel better, but sometimes it can just, I don't know, it can just heighten it in the worst way. So I don't know. It's unpredictable.
It's really
That's
unpredictable.
why sometimes people say like, don't go out, don't drink, just go through it.
I don't know though, because like
really
in
does
the past,
yeah.
whenever I've had a heartbreak, I'm just going to go off what's worked for me in the past. I know it doesn't work for everybody, but I mean, like a few days ago I was crying and my mum came into my room and she was like, all these tears that you've shed for these guys, like different guys.
Yeah.
I don't know why she said it like that. She was like, this is not the first guy. You shed tears for different guys. Yeah, maybe the tears I shed in the past with the other guys weren't as deep as this one because like I literally lived with him and I thought he was going to be my future. But it's still tears that I'm shedding for a fucking guy. And then when she said that, it was just like, okay. But what was I even saying? I completely forgot. Mandi. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm only going to go off what works for me. And in the past, when I've been hurt from, you know, a breakup or a relationship, it has helped me putting on my makeup, put on a nice outfit and going out. It does help. When I go out and I see the amount of fucking attention I'll be getting, and it's weird because obviously when you go out and you're single, I don't know what it is. Is it a glow or is it like an energy that you get off? Because I'm telling you now, I do nothing differently. It's not like I'm looking at guys.
Yeah.
Like me and you went to that restaurant in London.
I don't know what's going on since you've gone for a breakup. I'm suddenly getting all this attention as well.
Like I don't know. It's the heartbreak weight loss. Maybe it's that. I don't know what it is. But when me and you went out the other week to that restaurant, me and you were literally in deep conversation. We weren't even looking around, and like there were just non-stop men coming and trying to speak.
I know, it's
and
mad.
Like
every time I'm like, Gingerbread, just fucking appreciate, yeah,
and then
appreciate me all this fucking attention I'm getting.
And not gonna lie, it does make me feel fucking good because I'm like, you know what? Look, I'm the fucking shit.
Yeah.
So it helps. I think drinking to a certain limit. Like if you drink too much, I feel like the next day it gives me a bit of anxiety.
Oh, mate, I get such bad anxiety the next day.
But I don't usually. It's only obviously because of what I'm going through now. So what I'm going through now, it just like heightens emotions the next day.
I'm quite prone to it anyway. Even when I don't have shit going on, like I'm quite prone to anxiety.
No, I'm not, because like even like last weekend when I went out without you, I was fine. The next day I was like cracking jokes. I was absolutely fine.
Where did you go without me?
When I went Bagatelle without you.
Yeah.
And I just think it depends.
Yeah.
It's so hit and miss. Some you may like go out and it helps you, but then one time you might go out and for some reason that night it didn't help.
No, but it did help through the night. Maybe it didn't help like the end when you're going home and the next day. But the actual night we had so much fun.
Yeah, we did. So
we had a lot of jokes.
For me it works. Not for everybody. Some people, different things work. Like they need to go to yoga or something like that.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, I've always been an outgoing girl. And I think for me, it just helps like getting out there. But I do think I'm going to definitely be doing different things in Dubai. I'm going to be doing like my exercise. I'm going to get onto like fitness and stuff like that. So I think that will also help.
Good.
And yeah. So basically that's it.
Yesterday,
really.
I was shattered after like my hangover was so bad. So I just ended up sitting in front of the TV all day. And I've been watching this series called Monsters. And it's the story of the Menendez brothers, Eric and Lyle. Guys, you have to watch it. It's insane.
Yeah,
it's from the same creator of Jeffrey Dahmer. And oh my God, I really, really wish we could do like some like episode reviews on things that come out on Netflix. Anyway, comment and let us know if you'd be up for that. If you'd be up for us doing like reviews.
I'm going to have to watch it though when I get to Dubai now, because like I've got so much to do to prepare.
So guys, today we're going to do some dilemmas, okay? It's been a long time since we've done dilemmas.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're just so focused on the problems in our life and what's going on. Like we need to hear other people's problems as well.
Yeah. And also our podcast was mainly based on like dilemmas.
Yeah.
We used to do so many relationship, friendship, sex, family, all sorts of dilemmas.
Friendship.
Yeah. I said that. Episodes. And I just feel like it's kind of just become a bit of
You've taken over the podcast, Anna. You've talked so much about you.
Mainly on Patreon.
Okay, All right.
Mainly on Patreon.
But like, we need to take it back to dilemmas.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like still we give good advice. Even though we haven't got it all figured out, we still give some good advice sometimes.
I mean, these dilemmas that people have sent, they're not really asking for advice.
Really?
They're just
they're
giving
just
their
trauma dumping.
Yeah, they're just trauma dumping or dilemma. It's just they're giving their weird stories.
All right, well, I want to hear these weird stories. Maybe you don't need to ask for advice. I want to give it anyway. I'm that kind of person.
Yeah.
So just read them out to me. Go on.
Okay. I met this guy online and we were casually exchanging messages. 10 messages in, and I kid you not, 10 messages in, we ask each other what we do for work. And I tell him I'm a podiatrist, someone who specializes in foot, ankle, and leg healthcare. He said, "What, you're a masseuse?" And I said, "No, this is a branch of medicine devoted to the study, diagnosis, and treatment of the disorders of the foot, ankle, and lower limb." I kid you not, the next set of messages he sends are pictures of his feet, asking if I can have a look at them. I've never blocked anyone so quickly. I was showing my mum some things on my phone and she accidentally swiped right to see this man's nasty cracked feet on my phone. It was a good bonding experience with my mum, but I think she's low-key traumatized by going through my phone now.
My man took the opportunity for a free consultation.
Innit?
He was like, look, I've just met this podiatrist online and I'm going to take the opportunity
to get
an assessment on my foot.
I know, but like, how mad? That's so off-putting.
Men have no shame.
No shame.
They will send you pictures of their crusty ass feet. But you know, why is he even out here trying to date when his feet have a condition? Like, why?
What
When
do
he's
you
got
mean?
foot problems?
No, but you know, a lot of men have like butters feet. Don't, because it's going to make me miss my ex because his foot was so soft.
Like, but that's a man who's never worked a day in his life. I'm sorry, if your feet are that soft, they have to be a bit rough. They
True.
can't be that soft.
His foot was softer than mine. It was weird.
That means I'm working harder than you.
Yeah.
We have that kind of dynamic. But like, do you know what? Feet.
Like dad's feet.
My dad's feet, yeah.
No, I love him, but even yesterday when I was with him, Mandi,
The feet were...
I kept looking down at his feet. I was like, what is going on,
A
Dad?
homeless person would run away if they saw his feet. Then, like, why? Honestly.
Should we book him a pedicure?
I did ask him once, yeah, but like, I would actually have to pay the woman who does his pedicure. I have to pay her probably like a monkey or something. I have to pay her like £500.
Yeah, it's that
I'd have to
bad.
pay her that much money. Get her goggles, a
did I
face
know?
mask, and gloves.
Oh no, why? Why is it like that?
Should we just sort it out?
Yeah,
you
we
can
need to
leave
sort it
me
out.
here with daddy's feet. You're going to go to Dubai. You can't leave me solving. You have to sort it out together before we go.
Okay, before we go, that's the mission.
Before you go. Why are we saying we?
Before I go, we need to sort out his feet.
Maybe it was daddy sending his pictures of his feet.
Maybe it's
Is he
dad.
online dating? Like, he is single.
He doesn't even know how to online date.
Oh, bless.
I know. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm so pissed off because
Oh my
someone
God.
stole my dad's phone. My elderly dad,
70 fucking years old.
over. He's like 70 something.
73.
73
We don't even
years
know our dad's
old.
age. This is embarrassing.
And he's definitely over. I think he's 71.
Iranian men and women, they lie so much about their age, like, and they joke about it so much, you get confused.
Yeah, he's walking down the street and imagine he's got a bad knee. He's got a knee operation coming up soon. He's walking down the road and someone snatched his phone off his hand.
Who steals a phone of an old man who can't even walk properly? Who does that? Who the fuck was that?
That is why I hate the fucking UK right now.
And that's why she's going to Dubai.
I'm so happy.
An old man who literally can't even walk, and he's like 70-something years old.
It broke
He's
my
getting
heart.
his fucking phone snatched and stolen.
Yeah,
This is what the country's come to?
that's why I'm so glad to get out of here.
Like, if you don't appreciate the country, like, appreciate what? My old man's getting jacked.
I know. It makes me sick.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, moving on to the next
Dilemma.
Moving on to the next dilemma we've got here. You're too fat for me.
What?
It's the name of the dilemma.
Oh my God.
I went bowling with this guy and when he turned up, he was really short and cocky. You know the type that
Little
don't...
man syndrome. They're always like that. The shorter they are, the more cocky they are. Why are they like that?
Because they got to act like big.
but normally short guys, I mean, they're not short in all areas. Do you know what I mean? I've heard stories
Really?
about short men.
Yeah, and maybe the tall ones are short. Don't.
No, but honestly, seriously, about little guys, they've got some mad attitude.
Oh, I thought you meant big dicks.
No, I mean like little dick syndrome as well. It's a little man syndrome and little dick syndrome.
Okay, you're getting me really confused. I thought you said little men have big dicks.
I've heard stories. I personally never been with a little man. Can you imagine me with a little man? No, I'm huge. So like I can't, but I've heard stories. But I'm saying the cockiness and the arrogance and all this stuff normally comes from little men or little penises.
It's like Chihuahuas and Pomeranians.
Yeah. The bark is way bigger than the bite.
Yeah.
They have to be, you know, like I'm a man or masculine. They have to show their masculinity because it's not visibly there.
Yeah, but you know what? Some of them be actually like really confident, you know?
Yeah. Oh, there's some of them be stepping up to you.
Some like guys be like 5'3" and they be coming up to me
like, hey, mummy.
Hey, with confidence. And I'm like,
God. Oh my
okay.
God. I'm like,
yeah, they're very confident.
I rate them ones.
And then there's the really, really tall ones that are insecure.
Yeah. I'll take the tall and insecure, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, should go back to the dilemma. Okay. I went bowling with this guy, and when he turned up, he was really short and cocky. You know, the type that don't actually have anything to be cocky about. Proper short man syndrome.
He must be friends with these Greek boys.
I had to cut that out.
Stop telling me to cut things out.
Okay. After the date, I respectfully told him that we wouldn't work out because brother ain't got no riz. 2 weeks.
What's riz? Sorry.
I don't know what that means.
Right, he ain't got no riz. He ain't got it.
He ain't got riz.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what riz means, but I'm guessing flavor.
Maybe.
He ain't got no riz. He ain't got no chat.
Interpret it however you want.
Whatever riz is, you make it what you want. 2 weeks later, he pops out of the blue on Snapchat saying, "I'm glad it didn't work out because you're too big for me anyways."
Oh, one of them ones. Oh.
Fast forward 1 year later, he adds me on Instagram and sends me a DM saying he misses me, like nothing's happened.
Didn't they just go on one day?
I must be living in another universe, but what is wrong with people?
This man, you know, he literally puts the men into like, this is men. This is a definition of them.
Yeah, you know, like when they come and hit on you and then you're like, no, and they're like, you're butters anyway.
Yeah, you're butters anyway. Like, yeah, like,
you can't take
who
rejection.
does that, though? Like, what man, if it doesn't work out, messages you a week later on Snapchat saying you were too big for me anyway? You're bitter. There's levels to petty. Like, you clearly wanted her.
Yeah, how do you respond to someone that gets rude like that? Do you know what I think the best thing to do is just ignore them?
I would reply. I'd be like, am I big or are you microscopic? Because, like...
Would you actually reply?
Yeah, 100%. You're going to give it, you're going to get it.
I feel like back in the day, you know, like I was that like that, but I feel like now I'm just so...
No. You're going to come and message me and go out of your way on Snapchat to tell me I'm big. Now I'm coming for you, little man. All right, I'm coming for you, popcorn. All right, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you and your lack of riz. Everything. And do you know what? Like, I just don't know who would do this. Like, if me and a guy went on a date and, like, I wasn't feeling him, I wouldn't message him, like, a week later, be like, you were too fucking broke for me anyway, or you were too ugly for me anyway. Like,
who does that? Like, you obviously just been, like, really hurt, butthurt. But you know what? This whole thing that he messages a year later on Instagram. I miss you.
They're all the same.
Like, what did you miss? Like,
I thought I was too big for you anyway.
Yeah,
maybe she's lost weight after 1 year. Maybe you see like she's built my size now.
Yeah, but she should be like, if you didn't like me at my biggest, you can't have
like
me
at my smallest.
Innit?
Your height is never going to change.
Exactly.
I don't feel any differently about you because you're staying stagnant.
Exactly.
All right,
should we go to the next one? Wait,
I can't believe these guys.
So I found out my boyfriend's been keeping this crazy spreadsheet of every meal we've ever had together. Like, he even started rating the food, the vibe, and whether it was date-worthy.
Sorry, I can't. This is not real.
At first, I thought it was kind of cute, but now I'm like, is this normal?
Cute.
I mean, he's got charts and everything.
I might just seriously get a job in some spreadsheet techie company or something. Like, you know, he could really do great in accountancy.
Maybe he's doing it because he's like, you know, he's keeping a spreadsheet of every meal they've had together. The food, the vibe, like, so he wants to make sure
What is he fucking doing? Trying to come to an evaluation of whether she's worth being with or not?
No, the food.
Oh, so it's about the restaurant. But why is he? Oh, it's a restaurant.
My boyfriend's
I think he's keeping track of how much he's spending.
No, he's keeping a crazy spreadsheet of every meal we've ever had together, like rating the food, the vibe, and whether it was date worthy. The rest, like,
that's
like
quite nice.
10-10 food, atmosphere, 8 out of 10.
Man, maybe it's going to be like a restaurant reporter or something, you know?
I don't know.
A blogger.
Maybe it's a hobby.
That's a very sad... That is a very... If you're going to be spending that much time on Microsoft Excel, you better be excelling your bank account.
What if he's really, really rich?
What if it's like Greg because they're getting together a sausage roll, not as warm as I would have liked it. Like what is it? Every meal?
Yeah, vegan sausage roll. Didn't taste like the pork I thought it would.
Yeah, like what is he?
Like I don't.
I'd be really uncomfortable.
But maybe it's because he wants to make sure he only takes her to the best. And when he's got this spreadsheet, he can,
he goes on the spreadsheet. Where should we go to again for a second date?
Yeah, this one was 10 out of 10. We go there.
I don't know. Because every time I'm with this guy, if I'm having fucking eggs Benedict at a fucking local cafe, I'm going to be on edge. Is a vibe okay? Sweetheart, what do you think? What are you going to rate? What do you think of your hash browns?
What are you going to rate it?
Yeah, it's over the top. It's a very feminine hobby. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, if he was making so much money and it was it's a hobby on the side.
Do you know what? This shit's scary. Like, this is the kind of shit that, you think, should I have maybe stayed with the fucked up person that was with?
This is the shit that makes me want to run back to my ex.
Because, like, you might meet a guy and he's on Microsoft Excel, making databases of all the meals he's ever had and rating them, atmosphere, food, vibe.
Oh, my God. Okay.
You could seriously make money from this, though.
Like, you could sell it.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future you could literally sell it to
and do a blog. Loads of people do like blogs.
Oh my God, so true. Exactly. Anyway.
Let's see the positive side.
Next one. This is from a guy.
Oh, cool.
We have
guys.
We have guy listeners. Guys actually come up to us, all the time saying, "Oh, we love your podcast." I'm like, wow.
Well, I know they actually say that.
I know. I get really confused.
I believe they don't listen to me. They just try and sleep with us.
Do you think? Because I get really confused. We bash men so much.
Yeah. Why would you listen?
Yeah.
You probably just saw one TikTok clip and you're like, "Oh my God, an excuse to go up these two fitties."
Or maybe they're so confident that they can handle a little bit of man bashing.
Then I like them. That's my kind of guy.
You know why? Because I can handle woman bashing.
Yeah.
I don't
get... We're bashed all the time. We just live, breathe, and we're getting bashed.
Exactly. Anyway, this person says, my girlfriend has this weird thing where every time we drive by a cemetery, she insists we hold our breath and kiss. She says if we don't, we will get bad luck. I used to think it was just a quirky thing, but now I get super stressed whenever we're near a cemetery.
Quirky thing.
Is this something I should be worried about, or is it just her being cute? But he says he gets super stressed now whenever they're near a cemetery because they have to.
He must go on his Google Maps to go on a route to avoid all cemeteries. So she says we have to hold our breath and kiss. But what if he's driving? She wants to die.
If they're driving, maybe he has to pull up, hold their breath, and kiss.
That's extra. Ginger Beard would tell me to fuck right off if I was trying to do that. He'd be like, fuck off.
Would he?
Yeah.
But what if you were serious about it and you're like, this is important for me?
He'd do it maybe the first couple of times, but after, he'd be like, fuck off. No, I'm not doing it.
So what? He'd break up with you over that?
Why would we break up over that? Just because he's not going along with my superstition.
But it's important
for her. It's make or break.
Yeah.
Holding their breath when they drive past cemetery.
It's make or break.
A kiss is. So what is her superstition? I need to know the basis of it.
Bad luck.
It's bad luck.
Yeah,
she's too superstitious, isn't it?
They didn't get enough detail.
This is why you shouldn't worry about, any of your ex-boyfriends going out there, because there's some witches out there, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
This shit normally freaks out men big time, yeah?
Really?
Men get so freaked out by this weird shit.
Men, they won't be scared of anyone breaking into the house, but talk about a ghost or talk about witches or spells.
They start freaking out.
Yeah, have you ever put a spell on someone?
No, I did have an ex-boyfriend who was in prison, and I thought if I wrote a poem and burnt it on a candle after I read it, he'd come out. I did it. I nearly set fire to Amber Rose Gill's house.
Yeah, I know, I remember.
Because the candle exploded.
But it worked. He came out of prison.
He came out of prison.
So it worked.
Should we start doing this?
Mandi,
I was on my own and the lights were off and the candle was on and I wrote the poem and I read it and I've always wanted to be a witch. And every time I said to Gingerbeard, I'm a witch, yeah?
He panics.
He freaks out, yeah?
Mandi, if you're a witch, I need you to do a few spells for me.
He freaks out. He's like, don't fucking say that. I'm a witch, but sometimes I do believe I'm a witch.
Do you?
Yeah. They say manifestation. I'm manifesting a witch.
Why? Is that a good thing?
I want to be one. I want to have supernatural power. I don't know how I'm judging the girl who holds her breath.
Yeah.
and kisses her man when I literally wrote a poem on a fucking piece of paper and burnt it in a candle and was doing some weird stuff, So I'm 10 million times worse. All of us women are fucking weird.
Well, if you're a witch, I need you to do some spells for me.
100%. I will do it. Okay. Should we start doing spells together? Do you want to become a weird witch?
No, but you know what I've heard though? If you do spells and all this crazy shit, I heard that you let in You let in bad energy.
What bad energy? For some reason, bad energies keep coming up to us anyway.
Yeah, true.
But
don't look at it like that. Don't look at it like bad energy comes to us. Look at it like we are getting away from that bad energy.
We're getting rid of bad energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. All the friends that we've cut off, all like...
We don't need any pain in our life, though. We deserve pleasure.
Yeah, we do.
We don't deserve pain.
Yeah, but maybe the pain is the temporary thing that we're going through for the future pleasures that are going to come in abundance.
An abundance.
So small pain now, or maybe not small.
Great pleasure later.
Yeah. That's how I see it.
All right.
That's how I am seeing it. Okay.
Anyway, guys, I have this thing. I must admit. I need to admit
Are we going to go through
No,
Okay.
I didn't tell you.
Okay.
I also hold my breath sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I have an OCD thing where if there's something really, really like bad, and I feel like if I breathe it in, I'm gonna catch it.
Like what bad?
So like I used to be like this more when I OCD was bad, but now I'm not anymore. Like for example, I'm watching like the Mendez brothers thing, for example, and they're like,
don't spoil it for me.
no, it's not spoiling it. They're like what sociopath, like whatever, or Jeffrey Dahmer. He was a fucking serial killer. I'm like, oh my god, if I breathe while I'm watching this, I'm gonna like suddenly become like I'm gonna breathe in. I'm gonna like a spell is gonna come in me, and I'm gonna become this.
Yeah, you're not well.
And so I used to do that. So I used to hold my breath sometimes.
How long for? Like, what if you start like passing out?
No, for like 5 seconds. But I don't do it anymore. Now I just inhale.
Why?
But now I just breathe in.
Why?
Because now I just know that it's
OCD.
yeah. So now I don't care. But I used to be like that.
Right. I get you.
I feel like maybe there's some people who had OCD that maybe did this as well.
Obviously, OCD comes in so many different forms.
Like they're gonna catch something, so they wash their hands. Like I'm gonna catch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch something.
Yeah.
But the best way of tackling OCD is just to like, not fear it and face it. Like me, just keep breathing now, bitch. Like she should just drive past cemetery and breathe.
Yeah, she needs to face her.
And not kiss.
Yeah.
And then see nothing gonna happen.
Yeah. My mum is trying to find me a husband, so someone we know recommended that I go out with this nice guy who has a nice job.
I need a mama like this.
I'm single, haven't had any successful dates with this year, so I thought, why not? Biggest mistake of my life. He picked me up and we went on a date, but he was the most condescending, insecure person I've ever met because he never stopped talking about how much he earns. He even judged me for using Pure Gym. Not only does he have a pot belly, but he only uses the spa at his gym. I knew this wasn't going to work out, but the cherry on top of this shit show was on our way back from the date, he stops the car on the A4 while it was raining heavy and told me that since we weren't far from my home, I should walk. I ended up walking for 20 minutes, crying my eyes out like a total loser while he literally drove off. The gag is he spoke to another family friend about the date and he claimed to like me, but didn't drop me off home because I was embarrassed for him to see my home. The audacity. So he's literally pretending that to the family friends that he didn't drop her home because he felt like she was embarrassed for him to see her home. Like,
oh my God.
He sounds like
what a fucking narcissist.
Yeah, literally.
What a fucking
So you got a pot
narcissist.
belly and you're judging her for going Pure Gym? Like, I actually don't get that.
Like, he's got the nerve. He's got a fucking belly and he's judging her for going to Pure Gym. What is wrong with Pure Gym anyway? Why do you need to be going to like David Lloyd's or Virgin?
I like the fact that you can stop your contract at any time. Do you know what I mean?
I just like the fact that it's cheap.
Yeah,
Like, that's what I like.
Yeah, but the fact is, like, you never know where life's going to take you. Do you know what I mean? I always imagine I had a Pure Gym membership now. I'm moving to Dubai. I'd have to continue paying for a year.
What do you go to gym for? You go there to get fit and toned and be healthy and look after your fitness. You can do that in a £200 a month gym. You can do that in a fucking £10 a month gym.
Yeah.
It don't make a fucking difference. My man has a whole belly, okay, and he's wasting his money going and putting his fat, slobby ass
in the sauna
and the steam room. Probably one of those fucking people that you think, why do you even have a membership here? Anyway, he's there and it makes no difference. You're better off working hard, looking after your health and being in Pure Gym. And how dare he use that age? Horrible.
Horrible. And like dropping her 20 minutes from her home.
I'm not going to lie, I kind of know like there are some men and like they make you feel like you're not as worthy and you're not as valuable.
Because of money.
And because of money. Like speaking from experiences I've had, like it's not a nice feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I've even had that experience as well. Obviously, we didn't we grew up not having that much money. Even in our 20s, even up until Love Island, we didn't have that much money. So we have definitely felt that in dating.
Yeah, it's not a nice feeling.
And you can actually get that whenever. Even like now, if you're dating someone that's got a lot more money than you, you could always feel like that.
If they're like, do you know what it is? I think people that come from like parents' money are more like that. People that come from family money are more like judgmental, and they look down on you, and they're belittling, and they think like you're not on their level, or you can't compete with them when it comes to like class and this, when really it's got nothing to do with it. Like,
but really, actually, Mandi, to be honest, it's the fucking other way around. Like at the end of the day, you were born into money. You ain't got done shit. We had to fucking work hard and hustle and make our way to get to where we are. So who's the bigger person?
Yeah, like not only that, like when you're family, we've got like, our family is so kind and loving, and they've got such good morals and values and characteristics and traits. They're such good people. And then you can find people who are wealthy, but they don't have any of those things.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So like, one thing I would say is like, never ever deal with that. Don't ever deal with being made to feel less than.
Yes.
Like, never. That's not worth it. You know, I just hate the feeling of like, there's some women that need to prove their worth and prove their value.
Yeah.
And like, I know that how that feels, and it's just not nice.
Yeah. And as much as we say like, yeah, go for a guy that's like financially stable, and like we love men in that are in their masculine energy that can provide. I also at the same time do believe, like, as a woman, to find your independence and work hard and make your own money, because as long as you are making your own money, you have freedom, and they can't control you with their money.
Yeah.
And I really think that's important.
Oh,
like
1,000,000%.
Like, I will always work hard to try and make as much fucking money as I can. Yeah. On my own without a guy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would want a man that can provide
and look after you as well.
Look after me.
Because I feel like you need to be in a position where if you're being treated badly, you have the freedom and the ability to walk away. You're not restricted financially.
Exactly.
That's really important.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because men aren't as kind and sweet as us. So they're more, if they're in a powerful position, they're probably more likely to exploit it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, moving on. That was sad. That upset me. And like the whole being dropped off like on a motorway, like that's happened to me before.
Yeah.
And it's horrible.
But this is the thing, when you're obviously single, which I am now.
You have bad experiences.
Yeah, like I guess, I mean, you're probably going to hear loads of stories coming from me now. When you go on dates and you go on different dates, you're going to meet different types of people, and not all of them are going to be nice. I don't think it should put you off. It's just, you know.
Yeah, you've got to kiss the frogs to find your prince.
Exactly. Right.
Next one. Oh, God, that one cut me deep.
Okay. So my boyfriend texts me good morning every single day at 7:03 a.m. It doesn't matter what's going on. He'll even set an alarm if he's asleep.
He's a narcissist.
I've asked him, why does it have to be 7:03? But he says it's his thing. It's sweet, but it's also kind of weird.
What's going on at 7:03?
No, he has to send it at 7:03.
Well, I thought I had bad OCD.
I mean, imagine like when you move in together, he's going to start waking you up at 7:03.
But why? Does he need to get up for work?
No, it says even if
it's a weekend. Maybe he's got automated messaging service thing.
Is that 7:03? If that's a thing.
There's no way on a Sunday morning, like he's waking up at 7:03 just to say that, just send that message.
He says it's his thing.
You could have so many things. I like playing golf. Like I'm into like, I don't know, American sports. Like, why is your thing sending a good morning message at 7:03? Not even 7. The 03 is freaking me out. Is it an angelic number?
I don't know.
It's weird.
Is 3 an angelic number? I
don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's giving devil time.
No, it's just giving random time. 7:03 is random as fuck.
Why did he choose it?
That's a question. Something must have happened to him at one morning at 7:03, and now it's become like a thing.
He needs therapy, and that is it. He needs therapy. I'm telling you right now. We need to find out. We need to find the real deep root issue with 7:03. We need to find out what's going on.
What would you do if you were dating someone and they messaged you?
Have you never stayed over at his house and see what happens at 7:03?
He probably she said he puts an alarm on. If he's asleep, he'll put an alarm on just to do that.
I would be freaked out if I'm sleeping next to my man and I wake up. He's asleep and I see he's messaging me at 7:03. That would freak me the fuck out, man. Don't tell me that would not freak you out.
It would freak
I'd probably
me
end
out.
up punching him across the face. Like, I'd probably end up like, what the fuck? No.
She's joking. She wouldn't actually use any physical violence towards him.
In his sleep, he wouldn't know what's coming.
All right, next dilemma. We met in uni, so you know it was young love and all that gooey shit.
Gooey?
He failed the year, so he broke up with me 2 weeks before my final exam since he was due to be leaving uni. I'm not going to...
Is that how relationships go in uni? It's been a great run. I'm got to leave uni now. Goodbye.
Yeah,
It's over.
that is how a lot of relationships in uni go.
What?
Anyway.
Never me.
Not going to lie, this sent me down one of the worst spirals because it was my first breakup and I ended up failing my exams.
How
Imagine.
fucking dare he dump you before your exam?
Innit? 2 weeks before her exam. I had to redo the whole year, but my parents didn't know this was part of the reason. Can you imagine? 1 to 2 months later, he begs to get back with me.
After you failed?
But I said no. So he went and got a tattoo of a D, the first letter of my name.
Could be anyone. Denise, Danielle.
My jaw dropped on the floor and I got my senses back and said the D could mean dickhead, which I'm not. Days passed by and he comes knocking on my door with the rest of my name tattooed across his forearm.
Is it real? I need to
in
fucking
massive
scrub that.
letters. To him, it was his way of getting me back, but I blocked him. And to top it off, I found out that he had gotten back with his ex with my name on his forearm. So guess what? I won.
Oh my God. He actually got back with it after he was begging for her.
So that was like a gesture. First, he started with just a D. And she was like, well, that could mean anything. Then he got her whole name. And then she was like, no, still not good enough. And blocked him. And then he got back with his ex, even though he had her name on his arm. But this exactly happened to me as well. And not in uni, but in school. Do you remember that guy got my whole name tattooed all along his arm?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, what a loser.
Where we broke up, he got Anna.
At least do it while you're with
along.
me, not after I've dumped you.
Like, that
It's
was
stupid.
And do you know
Bit
what?
of a risk.
Do you know what the weirdest thing about that situation is? I
What?
always think about it as well.
Do you?
Yeah,
Do you think
me and him never even had sex.
Do you think he's still got it?
No, definitely not.
Oh, he probably gone over it with something.
He's definitely gone over it with something. Like, I'm talking, guys, like, I'm 34 now. And I think I was like 19 years old.
Oh my God.
So that is that long ago. But like, we never even had sex.
He came once with his hair, and he had shaved Anna into his head.
I know, yeah, but that was for prom.
Yeah, but like that's dedication. Do you know what I mean? He's got your name tattooed. He got your
Before
name.
sex. Do you not think
Yeah.
that's even what was mad? Like,
That's true
don't you
love.
think when you have sex with someone, that's like the biggest like bonding?
Yeah.
I feel like personally for me, I can't fall in love with you before sex.
No.
Like that's when we emotionally like tie together.
Yes, I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But you know what's so funny about this situation, this dilemma? Like,
Yeah.
he came with a D, and she was like, well, I mean, that could be anything. In a way, she's like implying, like, well, that ain't my whole name. Like, go show me what you're really about. And then my man goes and gets her whole name.
yeah, I rate her for that.
She was like, I'm going to ruin his life before I tell him there's no chance.
Yeah, he fucking ruined her life. Well, he didn't ruin her life, but he fucking messed her exams up and made her miss a whole year.
Why would you dump her 2 weeks before an exam and then try and get back 2 months later? That's weird.
That is giving evil,
Yeah.
asshole.
Because you know that person's going to flop.
And do you know what? Like, if you want to break up with someone, okay, like, all good, yeah. Like, you have the right to break up with someone. But if you know there's something really huge in their life, at least if you had some ounce of like care for that person, just wait it out for 2 weeks. Like, 2 weeks ain't gonna make no difference to your life. But it's gonna make a huge difference to her life.
Yeah.
Like, just wait until after her exams, like, and then do it. Do you not think?
Yes. And now, what is he doing? He's grabbing his ex-girlfriend's titties with your name on his arm. Boss moves, babe. Boss moves.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourself and don't worry about missing a year of like uni.
Yeah, I
Shit-
miss like 2.
Yeah, shit happens.
Right.
My fiance has started labeling everything in our apartment. I'm talking sticky notes, literally everything. Even the plants. She says it stays organized, but I'm starting to feel like I live in a catalogue or something. Am I overreacting or is this a little too much?
I don't understand. Is this the woman doing this?
Yeah. but she labels plant.
Like, what does she write? Plant.
Candle.
Cactus. But why is she doing that? That doesn't need organization. We know what it is.
Candle.
Oh my God. No, this honestly.
I do love labeling things. I really, really want, like, in my future place, in my apartment, to have like a milk bottle, like an orange juice bottle, like a butter thing, and I want it to have like everything. I want it to say it on it.
A milk bottle. I know you buy milk and you put it in your fridge.
I want to pour it into a bottle that says milk.
But then you have to keep washing that bottle.
That's a bit long.
That is
I'll
really
have a
long.
peanut.
Okay, I don't know about the milk.
Okay.
I think that's a bit over the top. Like, I've got a cupboard. I've got labels inside, like kidney beans, black beans, like pasta. Like, you know, I label those things. But I don't know about labeling plants as plant. Like, that's, you know, I'm not gonna lie. This episode has been quite, you know, a lot of people with obsessive compulsive disorder.
Maybe we should name it OCD dilemmas.
OCD, like, honestly, like, I don't even know why she's doing that. There's no organization needed. It's not like the plant is gonna now start going hanging around on plants, having a plant party, and then you're not gonna know what the fuck where your plant is because it's just at a plant rave. Like, is the plant's there? It's not moving as you move it, and it's not gonna transform into anything else.
Imagine everything like sofa.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, at least if you're going to label the plant and the sofa, like not sticky notes, like nicer like labels.
And no, if imagine coming to someone's house and there's like labels on everything, candle, fucking sofa, tray. No, I mean,
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
You have to ask her why she's doing that. You have to ask her, really, why are you doing that? What do you not recognize what this object is? Do you know what this object is if it didn't have a label?
Next thing you know, she's going to start labeling you.
Yeah.
Boyfriend. Okay, anyway. The saying goes, don't shit where you eat. But I couldn't help but message this fine-ass colleague of mine that I wanted to do the dirty dance with him.
What the whole dirty dance?
This was after a shitload of after-work drinks, so I know it wasn't a good idea to send the message intoxicated. But I'm just a girl.
Sounds like a guy.
He's read my message with no response, and it's been 2 days since I was blue-ticked. Luckily, we only see each other in the office 2 times a week.
How awkward.
So I have a few days before I see him again. But I might be unemployed by Monday. What should I tell him when I see him in the office?
Why would you be unemployed?
Like maybe he's the boss or something, or maybe he'll tell the boss.
Do you know what? It's a really good
It's
idea.
like, isn't it against like policies to do that with colleagues?
Then everybody would be sacked because all colleagues are shagging each other.
Well, I don't know.
I genuinely think it's a good thing that I don't work in a sort of like corporate office thing while I was single. I'm exactly the type of person that would end up going for after work drink and then messaging something.
Yeah, inappropriate.
Like,
yeah,
just to keep work exciting because work can get so boring.
Yeah, I mean, I'm even like dating like my ex. I remember at the beginning, I'd always send drunk not inappropriate messages, but I was like the queen of sending drunk messages. Like,
yeah,
where are you? Come get me.
Yeah,
all the time.
She just wants to have a bit of fun.
And that's how my relationship started.
She wants a bit of fun in the office.
Yeah.
So
well, she said, I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
I'm just a girl.
Girls just want to have fun.
I mean, we make mistakes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even a mistake. He made a mistake by not replying.
Exactly.
And fucking the shit out of you. It's his fucking loss.
It's his loss.
He must be gay. No man refuses sex. Not one. Never heard of one, ever.
That's not true.
Never seen a man refuse sex.
Maybe he had a girlfriend or
If he has a girlfriend, then you're a whore. Why are you messaging him?
Maybe she didn't know.
I'm joking.
I think like when she goes back to the office and sees him again, she should definitely just like laugh it off and make it like, I'm so sorry about that. I was so drunk. I was
just drunk and wanted to sleep with you.
Yeah. Or what do you think about trying to blame it on like, I sent it accidentally to you?
I sent it accidentally. What kind of message could that be to be sent accidentally? Like, I want to have sex with you. How is that an accident?
It wasn't I want to have sex. I want to do a dirty dance for you.
How is that an accident?
I was meant to send it to, like, let's say his name's Rob. I was meant to send it to Ra.
No. Just own it.
Well, no one's called Ra anyway.
Just own it. Because then, if he ever changes his mind and wants to do the dirty dance, he knows that the door's open.
It's not him doing the dirty dance, it's her.
I don't know, what does she mean by dirty dance? I'm really confused.
She said, like, I wanted to do a dirty dance
does she
with
want
him.
to strip for him?
Yeah, like do a dirty, sexy dance.
And he still said no.
Yeah.
Something
Well, he
wrong
didn't say
there.
no. He just double ticked her.
That is a no. Not replying is a no.
Yeah.
Well,
what do you think she should do when she sees him again? Just like,
he missed out, girl. Do you know what I mean? You just have to go and own it or laugh it off.
exactly. Yeah. Don't stress. And if you're unemployed because of that, then
Fuck them.
yeah, fuck that whole place.
Strip on your way out. Give them all a day dance. Guys, I hope you enjoyed listening to these dilemmas. I know I fucking did. They
Yeah.
have definitely scared the shit out of me and single life. Anna,
Great, thanks.
brace yourself.
Yeah.
I want to hear some stories from you though when you go to Dubai. I'm looking forward to it.
You're definitely going to get a lot of stories. But also, guys, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below. And if you want an extra episode every single week, we get an extra episode on Patreon on Thursdays. You also get all of our episodes completely ad-free.
Guys, love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.